Hello, this is Jane Clark from the Old Art Room in Swaffham, and here today I've got the sewing roll pattern, and you can download this from our blog site, website, and this is a very comprehensive pattern, and we've made it so that it can be for beginners and for experienced sewers alike. I've been looking for a sewing roll to hold all my pieces of equipment for a long time, and this one I've tried and tested for the last couple of months and it works. So I've now made the pattern from this, and I've made slight adjustments which I'll tell you later. In through the pattern as well there's lots of tips like this one here, which is how to extend a zip, and it is literally step by step, which is really good. Lots of layout diagrams too. Really comprehensive instructions and good diagrams. I make lots of patterns myself and make up from other people's patterns as well, and I often find that there's things that I don't quite understand, so I've tried to do it so that we could work our way through and using the pattern and making sure that I didn't have to be by the side of you, but with all the tips it's almost as if you're in the studio with me. So as you can see, I've opened up the roll. Here's a zip, and this has got my rotary cutter in and my pokey sticks and metal rulers. Here, scissors. Now I know most of us would actually put our scissors in an actual scissor holder, which is what I'm going to do after this, but I thought for purposes you can see what it is. So sewing gauge, small rulers, small scissors. In here I would normally put pins and needles and things like that. Threads that are on these D-rings. Alright, and in the other one I'll show you it's got swivel holders as well. Tape measures in little pockets, pens for marking, chalk, in here thimbles and needle threaders, and then in here is sort of braids and trims, and it also becomes a project roll as well once you've started sewing. And here is the one I designed for us to actually use in the pattern. So here we go. So as you can see, it's a bit gothic in its nature. I love the actual classic colours and things like that, especially the red and black. It looks really good, and it's got vintage buttons and things to actually hold it together. A zip. Again, I've got a little key on here. The notions and things that you put in is up to you, and you can see the pocket goes right the way through. Alright, swivel clips to hold your threads, and in this case I've got my safety pins because I always like safety pins. Here is where you put your main scissors and your little embroidery scissors, and as you can see in here I've put one of the thread holders. Sewing gauge, these are tweezers. Of course you've got to have an unpick, we always need unpickers. Trusty bias binding maker. On here you could actually, this is a hook, and you can actually hang all your threads and things from. Quilt bias binding clips, needles and pins. Now on here, on the other one as well, I would actually put 2 pop studs, because this will actually hold then everything down in here, which means that nothing will fall out of the pockets. It's very easy to put together because you're actually just putting the strips, and then these pieces of braid actually then make sure that they hold these 2 raw edges down, and all the other raw edges are actually kept in by the bias binding. Again, buttons and trims are personal, you can put those on whatever you like. You can see I've got a little needle threader and things like that in here, so the choice is yours what to make with it. And you can see on the outside again it rolls up into a nice tidy roll and holds together with your buttons, and there you go. So this is one of the many patterns that are available at the Old Art Room on the blog spot, which is www.theoldartroom.blogspot.com. and thank you, and see you soon. Bye for now.